Alright guys, just a quick update on the goldfish fry. As you can see, they look like they grew in the last 2 days. Definitely much bigger. And you can see in there, they're not really getting their colors yet. They range in size. Let's see. I'm going to say like 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. For the majority of them. Then there's a couple that are a little bit smaller, but for the most part you can see they grew since last time. These are from the darker female with the Sanke gold. This is the 40-gallon tank. Let me go back a little bit. I don't know if you guys are gonna notice, they look packed in there like sardines. There's so many. I didn't do any cull yet. I'm waiting for them to get color a little bit more. I can see some of the olive green ones, but I want to make sure they're solid olive green, because sometimes they have orange and red and black on them. It's crazy because they're the Sanke golds. So I had to kind of grow them out a little bit more. And then from there, I really didn't see any deformities, which is odd. This one here, the bigger one in the front, where you can't even see them. I lost them. Had some orange on them already, so I guess they're just starting to color up. Probably another 2 or 3 weeks, you'll see more color. But they're doing good. I'm switching them over, trying to anyway, to, I guess I'm using Omega One, like a powder I crushed the pellets into in Northfin. Same thing, the veggie. Trying to make a dusting, but the bigger guys will eat it, but the ones that are smaller can't really eat it. So I'm putting the brine shrimp in the morning. I feed them, mixed with some of the powdered foods that are for like I guess freshly hatched out fry. I put a little bit of that in there, and some of the, like I said, the powder I make, and slowly weaning them off of the brine shrimp. And then I'm only feeding them 2 times a day. And here's the funniest thing. I was feeding them 3 times a day. And I said, let me see. I only did it morning and night. And they had a growth spurt. And it looks like they eat better when you feed them less for some reason. I guess at this size they don't need it 3 times a day. But I'm not going nuts. They look like they're doing good. Well, this is the 40-gallon tank. And this here's the 125 from the whiter female at the Sanke gold male. And you can definitely see her babies are whiter looking. There's less greens and darker ones, so who knows what they're going to look like. And again, I don't know, this tank here has some bigger ones than in the 40-gallon, but then it has the average size looks slightly smaller, so I don't know. You see them all on the top. I guess there's still some food up there. Like I put the Omega One, I think, in this tank. And I'll eat it all day long. Plus whatever's in the bottom here. Let's see if I can find some. There's a lot of like white color ones. I don't know what they'll look like. Because my Sanke golds, when they were white, when they got like 1.5 inches long, all of a sudden got red, black all over them, and they look good. They're out in the pond. But this is a cross, so I don't know what this will do. So I guess I'm going to have to raise them up and find out. But there's so many. Like I said, I didn't do a cull yet on none of these. Not one. And I don't see... Really, I think maybe out of the 2 batches, 1 or 2 deformities that weren't even like deformed, like their stomach was bulged out on one side. That's a deformity, but no crooked spines, tails, nothing. These ones look different. Definitely the cross is hardier, I guess, because they're not all like deformed. But I didn't do the cull yet, and there is some greenish color ones in here. Not so much in the 125. If I go to the 40, there's a lot of green. That's from the darker female. I would say probably, God, it could be close to like half, maybe a little bit lesser green, but who knows what they're going to turn out to look like, because some of the greens that were in my Sanke Golds when I had them got orange on them and black, and who knows what they're going to turn out to look like. So I'm not going to do a cull yet. I'm going to let them grow more so I could see. Like, I'll use a magnifying glass and I'll take some out in a little 2.5 gallon tank and out in the sunlight so I can see them good. And you can see color if they're coming in on them or not. But it's not easy to do. And there's so many and they're hard to get out when you got gravel like I do. Ugh. It's like a nightmare to get them out with a net because they go close to the gravel and you're always scooping out rocks and stuff. And then I found out when I do take them out like that, like when I put these guys in here from the Tupperware container, if you look close at their tails, they got all like messed up, like broken and stuff and frayed from just getting them out with the net when they were tiny. So I don't know, they're bigger now. I don't know if it still does it, but that's one thing I don't like doing is taking them out if I don't have to. I may just cull them by looking in this tank with a bright light and just getting a net one by one and just taking out the green ones, which is probably harder, but I won't be messing up the ones that are nice, like the white or whatever color's in there. So that's the plus side of not taking them all out. We'll see. I'm not ready to do it. Like I said, maybe another 2-3 weeks, a month. I don't know. So they get some size to them. You can tell easily because they're so small still. There's no color yet. They're too tiny. So I'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this tank's more white looking, these fish. I don't know. They may be all solid white or they may get color, but the thing is, they're so small, none of them got color yet, so it's hard to tell. And when I'm telling you, the white ones could be the best looking ones in this breeding, so who knows. Like this one here, he's kind of blah looking. Watch on film. No, he's not. He's a beauty. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm still not cut back. I'm doing once a week water changes on them. The nitrates don't really go up that much. I'm not overfeeding, but I know there's a lot of fish in there, and as they grow, it's gonna go up. So I may have to go to 2 water changes a week, or maybe even more. I don't know. But I got good filters on the tank, so I'm not really worried. And then I have this Tupperware with the bigger guys in it. And the funniest thing, they're mostly all white. You can see, look at the difference in size. They're much bigger. There's only like 5 or 6 in here. They were so much bigger, they were eating the small fry. And then, I don't know if you're even going to see it. Wait, I'll bump up the ISO, you'll see it. Man, that's dark. It's going to be so blurry. It's literally right now in pitch black. But you can see there's a little 2.5 gallon. I got 3 Sanke Golds in there. Alright, let me lower this. This is crazy. So I could go back to the other tanks. Because if I put it on that high, you'll be blinded. See, it's still not too high. Yeah, so I got some in there. I put the other Sanke Golds all out in the pond. So the Sanke Golds are all in the pond except for the one male that was the father of them. He's out in the 75, and these 3 that I just showed you in the 2.5 gallon. So I kind of know what I got. The crosses are all separated. This is the white female, and this is the female with more black on it. Both are crossed with the Sanke Gold, but the pure Sanke Golds are all out in the pond, so that's good. I just wanted to give you an update, guys. Everybody's doing good. They're growing good. Like I said, overnight this tank here, they got big. And a future update will probably be maybe I don't know, when I cull them. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Alright guys, later. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.